everyone, today is going to be an exciting day because it is the start of something new on my channel. I've kind of made it up and taken pieces of other things that I've seen here on YouTube and made something that I think is going to work for me. So if you've watched my channel for a long time, then you know that I was doing the project pans. Now I tried to do a whole year project pan and it just didn't work for me. So to me, makeup is hippo. Makeup is fun and exciting and you get to try new things and every day you get to play with your look. And I felt like if I limited that too much, first of all, it was wasteful because I wasn't really getting used to my whole collection. And second of all, it lost a lot of its spark and its fun, and I got to where I just didn't even want to wear makeup. So I did the seasonal project pans, and I really enjoyed those because there were a few items and they were, you know, only a short period of time. So now I'm going to do something that's kind of like that, but kind of different. It's kind of like those monthly makeup bags, if you watch people that do that, where they go through their collection, they pick out what they want to use that month. Kind of like that, but then not so much either. Because, hippo, y'all, this looks like a hot mess. It's just, hippocampus never gets enough love and attention. Hey, hippo, come. Never, not ever. You know, you can tell nobody ever cares about this little boy. And he wants Kanga to play with him, and Kanga says, hey, I want to lay down on my bed. But anyway, so if you watched my video about the beginning of this year about how I'm going to kind of limit my spending, what I did, and I've done it last year, so I have that video and this year's video, I'll link both of them down below, is hippo, stop. I go through a one-by-one system, so I have to use something up before I can buy it. And this year also, if something goes bad, then it counts as like 2 backwards. I don't know, I explained it well in that video. But I kind of am using that. So every month I get Ipsy and Birchbox. Y'all know that if you've been watching my channel. So that's 10 items that I get every month. And sometimes, you know, even though I'm supposed to wait till I've used up 10 items before I buy anything else, sometimes like something good will come on HauteLook, or I'll find something in the clearance bin at Target. You know, you just never know. So what I've done is at the beginning of the month, I go through my collection and I pick out some of everything. That's what this video is going to be. It's not always going to be this long. I'm just trying to give you some background. So I'm going to pick out some of everything from my collection. And that's what I'm going to use until I've hit that mark where I'm equal, where I've used up as many products as I've bought and I'm equal. And then I get to use my whole collection. And I start that every single month. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about this, or if my dogs are being distracted, just let me know and I can kind of clear that up for you. But anyway, so it's kind of like a monthly makeup bag, but it's not all month. And some of these products you'll notice are little travel size products. So like it actually happened, I had a BB cream in here, today's the 4th, today's the 4th. I had a BB cream in here and I used it up. So I put in I've replaced that product. So it's not like, oh, once I use up the primer that I have for this month, I get to use any of my primers. No, I'm going to keep replacing those products until I get to that equal number used up bought. And like I said, that's at least 10 every month. Like right now I'm a little behind. I think I have like 11 because I got something at Target the other day. And if I get something from HauteLook or Target or wherever, if I buy something, then I can put that in the rotation as well. So I'll actually, but I'll do a haul video too so you can kind of know. And you won't get updated. I mean, you'll get a new one every month. And obviously if I use something up, it'll be my empties. So I hope that all makes sense. I'll go ahead and leave like my project pan playlist down below. I might make a new playlist for this. I don't really know. So just let me know if this makes sense. I really hope it does. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm just going to go through everything that I picked out for this month until I'm even. So first off, let's just do nail polish. I'm just going to use one nail polish for my nails and my toes again until we're even. And this I thought was like really good for this month because it's March, so it's not really spring, but it's not really winter anymore. So I thought this was like nice. It's a nice dusty lilac. It's from the brand Trust Fund Beauty. I got this in an Ipsy bag a while ago. It's called Elegantly Wasted, which is just a cute name. So this is what is going to be on my nails pretty much all month. So next, let's just get into base products, I guess. I have this primer, which is actually really new. But I feel like it's really good for dry skin, and since it's still kind of cold here, well, it goes back and forth. Today it's like in the 50s, yesterday it was in like the 80s, so we're still getting a little bit of cold weather. I felt like now would be the best time to use it. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. you can see I've probably only got a few days left of that, and then I'll put something else in place of it. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be totally honest. I think it doesn't sink in very well. But that's what we're trying. So like I said, I had a BB cream in here, and it's now in my empties, so y'all see it at the end of the month. And if you want to see some other empties, I'll link that playlist down below, because who doesn't love empties? They're some of my favorite. So this is actually a really old sample that I've had, and it's just sat there, and I never grabbed it, so I decided this is going to be my next thing. And it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. It's in the shade 1W2, and I actually did get color matched for it, but it's a little yellow for me. And I know that they've semi-recently redone it, so I don't know if that's the old or the new formulation. But it's not so great for me. But I know it's a lot of people's favorite, so using that up right now. Then I've got two concealers. I've got this concealer, which is just for my face. It is the Covergirl Fix Stick in L1234. It's a little light for me, but I'm at my lightest right now because it's still winter and I haven't really been on the boat very much. So, it's just a typical stick concealer. It's kind of dry. Don't love it, but we're going to see how much use I can get out of it. Because, you know, it's kind of exciting. Because, like, there are some concealers I always go to. So it's kind of making sure you really go through your collection. And some of these things I really love. Some of them, they're not my favorite. But, you know, I'm getting to try it. And, again, if I get anything new, and whatever I get in my Birchbox or Ipsy this month, anything that is new this month is going to get to go in this rotation as well. To make sure that I get to use it before I just put it in my collection, and who knows when I'll see it again. So I'm also using this. This is going to be my under eye highlighter, brightener, concealer, whatever you want to call it. And it's the Tarantino I Dream Hyperlight. I have talked about this in a video, I'm pretty sure, so it's okay. And I'll link that below because I got that on Look, and I'm pretty sure I did a video about, pretty sure, I might not have, but I meant to. And any of these products, if I've talked about them, I will link it below. So then let's go. Oh, and then I have this powder. Oh, I have these two powders. I have the NYX Radiant Finishing Powder. I really like this under my eyes, just to kind of brighten it up. Sometimes I do it down the center of my face. It's in the shade 01 Brighten. The packaging is broken, so that's kind of a pain. But I use that. And then as my all-over face powder this month, I'm using the City Color HD powder. This was also in an empty bag. It's pretty nice, so I'm using that. So that's my base done. For my face products, it's not super exciting this month. I'm just using this. This is the e.l.f. Contour Blush and Bronzer in the shade St. Lucia. So I've got this bronzer, which is really dark, but I don't know. Sometimes I think it looks okay, and sometimes I think it's a little much. So I don't know. And then the blush, you can see I've hit some major pan on. I would really like to use this blush up before the end of the month. So we'll see if that happens. I think the rest is all eye products. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but eye makeup is my very favorite. I know that some people, you know, I feel like everybody has their thing. Like, of course, I love blush, and I love it all, but if you said you can only do one part of your makeup every single day, it would for sure be eye makeup. So, let's get into that. So, I'm using this Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. I'm liking it so far. This also came from an Ipsy bag. And then I just kind of chose like a quad and a couple of singles for this month. I didn't just, you know, I tried to give myself enough variety to where I won't get bored. I think this is kind of the lower end of how much I'll let myself use. Because I'm really enjoying it still. I've really, really loved every makeup look I've come up with. But it's only the 4th, so we'll see. I might choose bigger palettes and then supplement with some singles. I don't really know. But this is what I have this month. First is the Coastal Scents Revealed 2 Palette Sampler. I got this in a Birchbox, and it looks kind of dinky, but there's a lot of product in here. And you can see I've hit pan on this shade, which is my very favorite. It looks like this like just kind of warm brown, but when you blend it out, it gets like a pink tone to it. It's beautiful. I always love that. This gold is really pretty. I do think I'm going to end up getting the Revealed 2. I've heard the Revealed 3 isn't so great. I don't know that much about the Revealed 1, but I do think I'm going to get the Revealed 2 based on this palette sampler. So I'm working on that some more. If I could use up this shade this month, that would be really exciting. And like I said, I mean, this is all I am using, but it's not like, oh, I have to use this up. It's just kind of like, because obviously you'll see some of these things are pretty new. I mean, there's no way I could use it up. So then I have 4 singles. This came in the Sephora Favorites kit for this year. I did a whole video on that. I'll link it below. It's the Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge Shadow Single in the shade Lounge. And it is one of these really big right now duochrome kind of shades. It is so pretty. And like I said, this is a full size and it's pretty much brand new. So there's no way I could use this up in 1 month. And it's got that beautiful green and some red reflex. It's just so pretty. And it's really interesting on the eyes. And it's kind of like, one day I did this and then I put that pinky shade, like I was telling you, that brownie pinky shade in the crease, and that was all I did. And I just thought it looked so, so pretty. So, again, like I've used this before, but it's really making you really use your shadows and kind of use them in a different way than you might before. So really excited to get to play with that this month. And then I have 3 of these, and I can't remember if I've done a video about these or not. I feel like I might have, but if I haven't, if I have, it'll be linked below. And if I haven't, then it won't be linked because it doesn't exist. But it is these Too Faced Exotic Color Intense Eyeshadows. These eyeshadows, when Too Faced goes, like a couple times a year, they have their big clearance where their clearance items actually really go on clearance. Because a lot of times, Too Faced clearance items will be like, here's $2 off. I hope you enjoy that. Like, come on. But these were for $5 a piece, and they are awesome. I really love these. So, and again, I've used them before and I really liked them, but recently, because this is all I've been using the past few days, wow. So this is the shade Violet Femme, which is this beautiful lilac shade with a lot of gold glitter. The glitter doesn't really show up too much on the eyes, but there it is. I love that. And then these two are actually my favorites. I have Coppa Teal, which is what's this blue on my outer today. And they're just so soft and so pigmented and just, that's just a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And these are great quality. So I think next time that they go on sale or if I see them on Holic or something, I'll for sure be getting the rest of them. And then this one, it's just so pretty. It's what's on my inner corner, or, the inner part of my lid. And it is the shade Nice Stems. And it's this beautiful green, super metallic. It almost is like iridescent or something. It's really, really soft. Just, like, look at those shadows. Those are beautiful. I didn't swatch this Sunset palette sampler, did I? Obviously. So those are my colors, obviously, and then these are my neutrals. I'm afraid that this brown shade is not going to really show up the way I would like it to. But just trust me. So we've got these 4. You can kind of see the rosiness. You see how beautiful, like that gold is beautiful on the lid. This brown didn't swatch so well, but it's actually the brown I have in my crease today. Just that matte brown. So I've got some neutrals, I've got some color, and then I grabbed this shade as a highlight. And this is the Maybelline Shadow Single in the shade 10S Vanilla. So it's just a plain pearly white. It's nothing super exciting. It's got some decent pigment. So there it is. It's not too frosty that I feel weird using it on my brow bone, and then it's in my inner corner as well. So, because, so I tried to look at what I had and then supplement it and make sure that I was going to have all my bases covered, because I'd hate to not have, like, a highlight for the whole month. Like, that'd be really upsetting. So then we're going to go into some liners. I've got 2 eyeliners for this month. I've got a really, really deep brown. This is a great liner. I really like this. I think I've talked about this before too. This is the Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Perfect Espresso. So it is a super soft, super pigmented, deep brown, not black, but almost, liner. And I really like it. It's one of my favorites. It does kind of move around in your inner rim. Like it stays there, but sometimes it kind of transfers down your face. Excuse me. So that's not so good, but I really like that. And then I've got this Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Emerald. I have definitely done a video about these. This one's still really good. It's super pigmented. It stays in my waterline. I love this. I just think it's so unique and interesting. I don't think the black, the brown, the gray, the typical colors of these are worth it. But this color, faux show. Love it. And then for my mascara for right now, which I can pretty much say this is on its last legs. This I got also in an Ipsy bag. It's the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. It's just a little mini sample. It's got a natural wand to it. It's really full. I like it. It's the kind of wand I usually enjoy. So I've got that. For my brows this month, I am going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. So this is a really nice brow pencil. It's really dry, so you don't get like sticky brows. I don't know. I don't like waxy ones. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to set it. Both of those I got in a Birchbox. 2 different Birchboxes. And for my lips, and I do have something else, but it's for a haul later. So again, anything that I get this month will be supplemented in here. But this is the Aero Boost Color Enhancing Lip Balm. It is what I'm wearing right now. So it looks clear, and then you put it on, and for me it gets this nice kind of orangey, naturally shade. I really like it. It does, because it's just this chapstick, I don't know, I feel like it's not as easy to apply as you might think. Like, it's really easy to just throw on, but sometimes if it gets out my lip line, it looks kind of cattywampus. And then also, it is a little waxy feeling, but it's not bad, and I like it. I really enjoy the way it looks, and it's just nice to be able to throw something on. Plus, like, really cute packaging. So, that is the makeup I'm going to be using for most of the month until, again, if I hit equal. It is kind of like extra incentive to not try to buy things because, you know, I am limited. And even though I give myself a lot of options, I'm definitely, I'm aware that this is like maybe even more makeup than most people have. Not most, some. But I have a lot and I like to use a lot. I like my options. So I think that this is a good number for me. And if something special happens, like if I have, I don't know, like I have a conference later this month, I might go for like a light brown eyeliner just because I don't want to be too much. I might use some different neutrals. You know, I might change it up a little bit just if something special happens. But generally, that's all I'm using. So, I hope you liked this video. I hope it made sense to you. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them below. Let me know if you have any other questions, requests, suggestions, comments, any of that. You know that talking to y'all is some of my favorite thing. And I will see y'all real soon. Bye.